Alrighty, so how many of you guys like to go to the beach? Alright, well, throughout the news and the media, have you like seen one problem that's facing our beaches right now? That's facing our oceans?
Pollution.
Pollution, alright. And what is your definition? Can anybody like tell me what your own definition of pollution is?
Like things that aren't supposed to, like things that are not supposed to be in that area, like in that ecosystem, things that are harming. Well, I mean, pollution doesn't have to harm.
What are those things called? The things that are in
I can't think of the word.
pollutants.
Okay, no, duh. I'm saying like, what's the word? It's the.
Like a buildup of
No,
excess.
what's not supposed to be there? I'm trying to think of another word for meaning. not supposed-
Intrusive.
Yeah, something like that. But like, it's just like something that's in an area that it's not supposed to be. I think that's like, that's how I feel like the real definition of pollution is.
Yeah, well, yeah. What are some of the pollutants though that are
Chemicals,
existent? Chemicals,
Plastic.
plastic.
oil.
Anybody else have any more ideas? Right. Do you think that only our big bodies of water, like water pollution, only affects our like oceans, rivers, lakes, and streams?
No, it affects all sources of water.
Do you think it affects groundwater as well?
Yeah.
Okay. What pollutants? I know this is a little harder, but what pollutants do you think affect that groundwater?
Fertilizer.
It's fertilizers and like yard spray, like when you kill your weeds, all that like Roundup and 7-Up, the chemicals in that, it runs straight into your groundwater, and like you said, it can pollute your wells, and that can really damage yourself. So, we're going to pollute our own water. First, we're going to do like you did. This is going to represent the runoff. Does anybody want to? I'm actually going to pour this in there as well because another form of runoff is sewage and septic tank. So this is going to represent our septic tank.
Oh, that looks like pee.
I know.
Put that urine in there.
All right.
Oh, look, the fishies have food now.
And then an oil spill is something that has affected our country and impacted it. So would and this is, our Dr. Pepper is going to represent our oil today. Would anybody like to pour this into our ecosystem? All right, and then when everybody goes to the beach, of course, the number one thing that people do is party. You're going to drink, and then what are you going to do with those plastic bottles and those things when you get done with them?
Throw them in the sand.
Throw them in the sand, and then what's going to happen to that sand when nighttime comes?
They're going to disintegrate.
The water's going to get it because the tide will
The
rise,
water.
and suck all of that back into the ocean.
If it would disintegrate, we won't have much of a problem.
I'm just trying to answer it like that there.
All right.
I'm just trying to give the answer.
Have you put anything in here? All right, you can put that in there.
Plastic.
Someone else can put some of that in there.
Saving the world one piece of plastic at a time.
And notice how this plastic is like sticking to your fingers.
It's not even wet either. Yeah. You know, whose is this? Whose are these? Yours? I have the whole. Is there like a buttload more that go with it? I have the whole set too.
All right. And since plastic goes into our waters, what do you usually get beer in? When you buy it from the store. But what does that come in? Like a cardboard, like a cardboard paper box. Would anybody like to throw this paper into our ecosystem? Throw it on up in there. Sorry. Alright. Now, what observations can you make from looking at our water now from what it was before? Yes. Very dirty, exactly. The fish look sad. How do you think it's affecting those fish right now?
I don't know if they look dirty.
Just because they aren't real fish.
Looks like they need to be dusted. They look plumper. Yeah, they do. They're plumpy.
Do you think other than cutting off, it's practically like its air supply because all of these things, plastic for one, can suffocate animals. It can get in their face, and the can rings actually can choke them. Paper also can get in their way and block their air supply when it's coming. But what other ways do you think that it's like harming the health of those fish?
Well,
Other than
whenever
blocking the air supply?
have you seen the Family Guy episode where like all the you know, like the cans? See, I always like, you know, when you get like the cans and like the circle plastic things, I always cut like do y'all cut them before you throw them away? They cut the circles so that they can't get out there. Well, there's this whole thing, and he's like, the fish is like washed up on shore with it like tied around this thing. He's like, oh, I did so good giving that fish a necklace. It's like I'm so proud of myself for giving this fish a necklace. So that was really funny. But no, those are one of those things that can harm animals. It can like
the beads from face wash.
Yeah, and the beads from face wash.
That's another thing. Do you think that these fish and animals in the water are getting diseases from this
Yes.
pollution?
Yeah.
Do you think that that's going to affect us
Yes.
and our health?
Yes.
Do you think that we could get diseases from fish?
Yes.
Yeah. Actually,
Actually-
one of the biggest things that's happened in recent years to humans is the shellfish. I can't find it on here, but it's a shellfish disease that's happening to our shrimp, and then when we eat it, it's like super affecting our bodies. Like people are like stopping breathing. You become allergic to a lot of different meats. It's just like that tick bite. Like it's really affecting people. Alrighty. Sorry guys, I'm trying not to just repeat like straight after you.
Oh, you're fine.
Alright. Okay, what ways can you bring attention to pollution? Like she said, it's really hard. Like we could pick up all of these things that is in the water right now. We could pick out all the main trash, but it's still gonna have this brown color. It's still gonna be nasty. But what ways, since we can't take it out, can you bring attention to the issue?
Make riots and picket signs. Picket signs.
When I was in school, we never did, like, when we did science, we never did anything like this. They talked about, reuse, reduce, recycle. That's all they talked about. They never did something like this. This really, puts you into perspective of how much it affects the water. So doing activities like this with the students will help. We want them to recycle and help the water.
Like you're saying, like we weren't really told this in school. So something I learned while doing this activity is that when I just asked that question, what are ways that you can maybe not take the pollution out of the waters, but prevent more pollution in the waters? And some of the things were make sure your cleaning supplies are eco-friendly, of course, but then also to plant trees around your house. And trees are important around your house because it can stop that runoff. It can limit the runoff as well. And then, of course, use water wisely and do not litter. But do you think that even if we as individuals were to just make a difference and plant a tree in our backyard, that would make a difference on a global scale?
I think if everybody did it, then yeah.
If everybody did it. So that means that we would have to change society's minds and persuade them. One way that you can do that is just kind of bringing light to the issue and bringing it up, because no one really, when you're sitting around the dinner table, what do you usually talk about? Sports, how your day went, what your plans are.
Penises, but
That could be. That's perfectly
I'm
fine.
not surprised.
You're not really, and even with your friends, you're
or
never just
family
going to
dinner is
sit
something
there.
else.
You're never going to sit there and just be like, hey guys, let's talk about pollution. Let's talk about our waters right now. All right, and then my last question for you guys is, do you think that air and water pollution only affects a particular area? Like when this ocean is polluted, do you think that, yes, it affects the fish and the humans around it, and the humans in our country, but do you think that it just affects that main area of water right there?
I think it affects everybody.
Takes,
I think it spreads.
yeah, because water is things like it's like a solid.
Salute.
Solvent?
Solvent?
No, it's a solid.
A salute?
No, I don't know what word I'm trying to use. It causes things to disintegrate. It's something that can break down things and cause it to disintegrate. And so, whenever that disperses, you're putting it over.
How do you think that this pollution, do you think pollution can move from a certain area to another area? Other than, like she said, with moving in the streams from a water body to a water body?
I think you also have to think these fish are going to be
Oh, God.
living in this condition, and then when you have these big fisheries come in and take up these fish and
And they're
then
gonna move
send
them
it
to another place.
to other people, you're going to be eating these contaminated fish from other places that you don't even know.
See, one misconception that students have, and all of your answers were very good. They were very, very good. But one thing I would